Check. 1 2 1 2. Today I had a burrito.
I had a Crunchwrap and a chalupa.
All right, let's try that again. Let's pretend we
yeah.
know what we're doing this time.
Okay, take it back to the opening screen.
All right.
Coming to you live from a turf war between two branches of the same gang, it's the Lesser Saints of Discord.
Like, our intro music wasn't even playing on the stream because of this stupid shit. I don't know what the fuck happened to my audio properties. Fuck Windows updates.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to mine. That's why I had to restart a couple times before the show, was because my soundboard wasn't working. Fucked with all my settings for that.
Come on, man, race war!
You can't say that.
I will say this, at least the gangs fighting over your apartment are not racist. They're killing each other.
Debatable. You never know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so, sir, because I didn't tell you, you weren't in the room when we were talking about it. Last night, my apartment complex got tagged by one gang. And then in the same night, those tags got crossed out, and then new tags were added from another gang with some cool little 187s tagged to it. And, yeah, so that's cool. For those of you that don't know, 187 is code for murder.
Yeah. Yep.
So there's gonna be a gang war soon in my neighborhood. It's fun.
You're on an upper floor, right?
Nope.
He's on the first floor, so he's right in the line of fire.
I'm on the first floor on the busy street.
All I'm gonna say is at least you're on the busy street.
That's where all the tags are.
Yes, but it's busy enough that they're less likely to shoot up your room. They'll go for the ones away from the busy street.
Well, they'll probably
That's
go
not
for
how
the
that
ones
works
on
in
the corner.
Chicago.
They'll probably go, yeah. They're
That's
probably
Chicago.
more likely
They have
to
gang
be
wars right in front of the fucking police station.
They're probably more likely to shoot on the corner, which is the other side of the building from where I'm at.
Yeah, exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, because that gives them more avenue.
You assume he has more than one gun.
You assume that Jables has firearms.
Yeah.
He does. Doesn't he?
Mm-hmm. I mean, no, I don't.
It's Mickey, subscribes at Tier 1, 27 months. Poveros also subscribes at Tier 1, 6 months, currently on a 2-month streak.
Yeah, and I do have more than one. I have the sensible homeowner combo. A handgun and a shotgun. Ugh.
The Joe Biden special?
Yeah, the Joe Biden special. Except it's not a double barrel.
Yeah.
You know, I still don't have a shotgun.
You should get one.
I plan to.
Yeah, everybody needs a good scatter gun.
Yeah, I thought, like, shotgun's one of the most standard things to have.
Yeah, well, you also got to keep in mind what I was trained on was one of the first things I got. The absolute first thing I got was a pistol. But I was being dumb when I got it because I got a 1911.
Ooh.
Yeah, Bob, I think everybody should have a handgun and a shotgun. Minimum.
Yeah, one of my favorite quotes from like the Halo series, it was like a bit of like extra lore on the M6 series of shotguns. No, M90 series of shotguns, that's what it was. It's like, it's from a Marine saying like, the jury's still out on whether it means shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down or you ain't gonna make it.
Yeah. Also, I am also very fortunate to live like a block
okay,
away
real
from
quick.
a fire department that provides medical services as well.
Real
If anything
quick,
happens, I'm gonna live.
1911 is fine, but it's I didn't get it because it was a good gun. I got it because it's a 1911, which is why most people get a 1911.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Pav, if we're being completely honest about the 1911, it was good for the time.
Yes.
It's antiquated now.
It's still good. It's just not. There's better out there.
You know, most people would like something that doesn't have a grip safety.
What I want a revolver because they're cool.
Well, yeah, you know, like, revolvers pretty much never mechanically fail on you. They don't have enough complicated parts to do that.
They absolutely can, but you gotta be a pretty big dumbass.
I said they are the least likely to fail on you.
Yeah.
Like I said, they absolutely can, but you're generally a dumbass when that happens.
But yeah, like, if you're looking at, like, you know, pistols designed by, like, John Moses Browning, like, everybody loves the 1911 because it's iconic, but his best work was the high power.
Yeah.
Because that led the way to all modern surface handguns.
Revolvers are just cool.
Oh yeah, wheel guns are awesome. I love wheel guns.
Plus, you can play Russian roulette.
Some of the finest looking firearms have been wheel guns.
That's why they, even in The Simpsons, they made one. But they also gave it a magazine somehow.
I love those pictures when they do the, oh, look at me and my extended revolver clip, and people actually get butthurt about it.
I mean, it's like, granted, it's like, it's not in like a handheld form, but there is a weapon known as a revolver cannon. It's usually mounted in aircraft, but it's basically a belt-fed revolver-style cannon.
Think early early minigun, only bigger.
Yeah, it's like you have a revolver mechanism that the rounds get loaded into from the belt, and there's a single barrel.
It's also relatively slow fire.
Well, compared to a rotary cannon, sure, but they tend to be more accurate as well.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Done.
Well, that's the thing, Pav, is that the Browning High Power was made before the 1950s. And as I said, it's mechanically a much better gun than the 1911 is.
It's not about whether or not the safety bothers you, Pav. It's the fact that the safety is an extra point of failure. That grip safety, it's an extra point of failure. It has a purpose. But if it fails, you don't have a shot.
Yeah. It was a requirement by the U.S. Army in a time that does not match up with our current times.
Yeah. It's fine, but it's not modern. It does not make sense in the modern day. It only made sense because at the time it was, like he said, a requirement. But the U.S. military also has a consistent safety switch oriented safety setup. Like, even in the modern military, we're taught we're taught a pattern that goes finger straighten off the trigger until you are ready to fire, and then weapon on safe until you intend to fire. Whereas if you, most firearms, you're dealing with a trigger that's not a hair trigger. It's not set to go off at the blink of an eye. So you can literally sit there with the safety off, and as long as you're not touching the trigger, you can shake that thing all you want, probably not going to go off.
Yep.
But the U.S. military to this day still teaches that it's better to have the finger on the trigger than it is to have the safety off if you're not planning on firing.
Yeah. And that's where we get the term going hot from, is safety's off, time to go.
Invincible bears running around, raping your churches, burning your women.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Honestly, Pop, that's a poor argument. Every gun has multiple points of failure. Yes, why would you want to add one?
Yeah.
This gun has 5 points of failure. This gun has 6 or 7. Which one are you gonna find? In general, there have been exceptions in the past, but in general, which one is more likely to be reliable?
Which one are you more likely to entrust your life to?
Yeah, I'd rather have 5 possible points of failure than 7.
I'd rather have 5 than 6.
Yeah. I mean, once you get to between 5 and 7, the argument there, then it does matter more which firearm you're using. Because one could have something that makes those points of failure less of an issue.
You know what really sucks?
Mm.
When I was, when my apartment was being redone, they covered up the spot where I used to stash my shit.
Mm.
It was just like this little access panel into like underneath the apartment for like pipes and stuff, and they just put some flooring on top of it, so you can't get in there anymore. Fucking sucks. I like that.
Also, this is why you'll see a lot of people argue against those biometric safeties for a firearm. Anything electronic is vastly more fragile than anything currently on firearms.
Yeah, I have a hard time with the fingerprint check on my phone. So.
Yeah, think about that. How many times have you tried to unlock your phone with your fingerprint? And it's the fingerprint that's worked plenty of times before, but it just takes a few moments, and then it says, "Oh no, that's the wrong finger. Try again." And you go through a couple, and then you have to put in a password or a pattern or whatever your specific situation is. Yeah, imagine that with a firearm where you don't have a pattern option.
Yeah, the technology it's almost there, but not quite.
It's like, also, it's like, let's put this system on something that routinely warms up and has recoil as an issue.
Yeah, it's not so much the technology being there or not. It's more that you're likely to have it fail on you.
Yeah.
As you're firing, those electronics are gonna jostle. You have a high probability of dislodging something, unless it's put in like resin that keeps it in the perfect fucking place, at which point you potentially have a heat issue.
Mm-hmm.
And even then there's certain aspects of it where you're going to have to leave it open if you're ever going to service the thing. Otherwise, it's a disposable part, meaning that the gun is disposable, which is going to lower its value. A $600 value firearm, instead of going up to $700, now becomes a $300 firearm because it's disposable, or less.
What do you think about biometrics on like gun cases, like little mini gun safes?
That's different.
Yeah, that's a little different. That's not the firearm itself. That's separate from it, and that is a personal choice. I actually have one on what I keep my 1911 in.
I wouldn't.
But
a lot of
honestly,
like 90% of the ones on the market can be defeated with just a magnet. So
yeah, I was gonna say honestly, mine. Well, mine is not there to prevent someone from stealing my 1911. Mine is there purely to keep the wife and the kid out of it. But keep it somewhat accessible in the event I need it.
Yeah, like there's a reason why dial and tumbler safes are still around.
Yeah,
they work.
I have my safe is a digital push button, but that's not preventing the safe from functioning. The only time that's likely to fail on me is someone trying to break in, or in the event of a fire. At which point, the former, they're going to be breaking into the safe anyway. I'm perfectly okay with them damaging that and me having to call the safe company to deal with it. Or the fire, same idea. I'm perfectly okay with having to call the safe company as long as everything inside is protected.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, I have to put my desiccant filter in the oven for a bit.
I've been thinking about getting a humidor for my cigarettes.
I have a humidor for my cigars.
I don't know where I was going with that. Just
I don't know.
Crossed my mind. That would be really
well, it
dumb,
crossed your mind
I
purely because I
happens
mentioned
with those?
desiccant.
Huh?
It crossed your mind because I mentioned desiccant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stream of
But we can
consciousness
talk about
happens.
tobacco. Except that we're losing people. No one wants to hear us talk about random shit.
Guns, saves,
They want us to talk about random shit.
We always talk about random shit every time.
Larry's here!
Hey, Larry.
Yeah, Povs says that he's got a humidor, but he doesn't have any cigars.
Yeah.
But no, this is not a gun episode, everyone.
No, it's not a gun episode.
It was just relevant to a topic of conversation that was brought up.
Yeah. My bad. I'm in the middle of a turf war.
Yeah.
And we're just saying,
You should absolutely
12
give
gauge
two
tends to dissuade.
Yep, 12 gauge does. Yeah, I need to get me a shotty. I'm actually stuck between two different firearms for my next one.
To be fair, like you don't even have to shoot it most of the time. Most people hear that pump rack and it's just like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually,
Movies have really ingrained that in people.
That is actually kind of up to two schools of thought. One is the pump will scare them off. So technically you wouldn't even need ammo, you just need the mechanical sound. But
and for the more determined people, it lets them know you're there.
Yeah, for the more determined, it lets them know that you're there, and if you're not actually ready to use it, they've suddenly got the upper hand. Because they know someone's in here ready to do harm. If they're willing to do harm, they're going to be looking for you to subdue you at that point.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's
why,
kind of my point, Paul.
I only brought it up because, like, the broader point I was going to make, it's like, while it is a classic thing, really, if you're going shotgun home defense, you're probably best off with a semi-auto.
Yeah.
Anyone running towards a shotgun is someone without a firearm themselves. They're not the issue.
Well, sometimes you gotta cut a motherfucker.
Because with a semi-automatic shotgun, it's just safety off, pull trigger.
Yeah. And Pav, let them know where you are. If they're already in your house, it's a little too late. Plus, I live in a 1-bedroom apartment. Don't have to look very far to find out where I'm at.
Yeah, but that's you. It depend. Like in my house, if I were to hear someone break in, they wouldn't know if I was upstairs, if I was downstairs, where I was. So for me, it would be a bad idea.
Yeah, I always love that argument. It's like, isn't such and such a little excessive for home defense? It's like, if I'm defending my home, I intend to kill whoever's not supposed to be in there. So no.
Yeah.
Isn't a 12 gauge slug a little too much for self-defense? Well, they won't let me have a 20 millimeter.
Yeah, when I first moved into this place, I had a meth head show up twice looking for somebody that used to live here. And forgot the first time I told him to fuck off, that person doesn't live here anymore. Came back again. If that person shows up again or tries to do anything, fuck him. Yeah.
I'm just imagining now that Rimshee's like got an M61 mounted in a turret on top of the house.
You know,
Dude, if I could get that in a home renovation, my neighbors would be the nicest people.
yeah.
It's like, oh, they're great people. Got a cute as hell little kid. He's got a 20 millimeter cannon mounted on the roof.
So we
that's
don't push
something.
anything. We do know he watches everything at night, so we feel safe.
Yeah, it's like he test fires it every now and then, just to make sure that we all know it's still there.
It misfired once. Took out a neighbor's cow. He paid for that.
He rigged up a switch for the street lights so he could turn them off and use his night vision goggles.
I don't have street lights.
Yeah.
I don't have street lights, so I don't have that problem.
Yeah, Y2K and W, it's Friday. Happy Friday, everybody.
Yep. My
So
nephew turned one
I was looking
today.
up the tags that were outside, and the most annoying part is that they're branches of the same gang. Stop.
I mean, it makes sense if they've ran out every other gang in the area.
Yeah.
So here's what you actually want to do, Jables.
Bring the cartel
Convince
back.
another gang to invade your area at the opposite end of the territories and to threaten both gangs. They'll work together. Leave your apartment alone until that combat is done with.
Larry, send me a link. I'll get that up and running soon.
That or it's like, you have this gang in Oregon and like a legit gang comes in from someplace else and just completely stomps on them.
Yeah. No, so when I first moved here, super quiet, super safe neighborhood, mostly because the cartel had a front business running out of here. So they kept everybody away.
Yeah, because you don't want to fuck with the cartels.
There was one hooker that got killed, and that was it. And I don't think those guys were ever seen again after that happened. Because the cartel doesn't want cops coming around the neighborhood for their front. So they keep all the other criminal activity away. Ever since the DEA busted them, crime's been going up in my neighborhood. It's fucking ridiculous.
Frustrating as hell, but what you gonna do?
Yeah, there's always somebody looking to fill a vacuum.
Yeah, write a letter to him. Be like, hey, can you come back, please?
There's always a hole waiting to be filled. I mean,
And as we know, holes are goals.
God, I can't tell you how many times I heard Rebecca Black on Friday while I was in the military. It was at least for a solid year. Every morning we'd show up, it'd still be dark outside, and some jackass would put Rebecca Black's It's Friday on the fucking radio.
Thanks, Larry.
Or they'd play it on the duty speaker.
And this is what suffering is.
In the meantime,
What, listening to Rebecca Black?
While I go fix a wrong real quick. Does somebody want to read this article?
Which article?
I just posted it in the live show.
Yeah, it didn't show up for me. There it is. Yeah, this article. Let me find it real quick.
Me? Clicking on the chat.
Found it.
Oh, I want to do
this one. You want it?
Yeah, I want it.
Alright.
Because I've seen this thing before.
Oh man, I forgot to do a thing. Oh well, I can fix that right now.
She is something else. Coming to us from GuinnessWorldRecords.com. World's longest car, over 100 feet, restored to its former glory. Buckle up, because you're in for quite a long ride. The longest car in the world has finally been restored, and it's ready to cruise.
Real quick, for you, Larry.
I had some delicious root beer in my mouth, and that soured all taste, dude. Oh, you ruined good root beer with that.
That's a crime, or at least it should be.
That should be a capital offense.
On March 1st, 2022, the Super Limo rolled in at a lengthy 100 feet and 1.5 inches, 30.54 meters for you non-freedom people, breaking its 1986 record title by a small fraction. First built in Burbank, California in 1986 by famed car customizer Jay Orberg, the American Dream originally measured 18.28 meters, 60 feet, rolled on 26 wheels, and had a pair of V8 engines at the front and rear. Orberg later extended the limo to an astounding 30.5 meters, 100 feet long. To put its immense size into perspective, most cars measure between 12 to 16 feet. In fact, you could park 12 Smart 4.2 cars in a single file line and the American Dream would still be longer than all of them. Yeah, that's because the Smart 4.2 is a matchbox with wheels.
I really appreciate how they still went with the white wall tires.
Of course, it's a Cadillac.
Yeah. How do you not?
Also, Pav, why are you asking what is that? What part of world's longest car over 100 feet don't you understand? It's what it is.
Based on the 1976 Cadillac Eldorado limousines, the record-breaking automobile can be driven from both ends and can also operate as a rigid vehicle. The car was built in two sections.
Wait, it says it can operate as a rigid vehicle.
What that mean? What they're talking about is having to do with the steering. It can operate with only the front being the steering, or it can operate with both the front and back being the steering.
Okay, I thought there was some sort of section, like one of those super long buses that have the accordion in the middle.
No, it's just is the steering at the
Actually,
front and back interlocked?
Rimshee, the car was built in two sections, joined in the middle by a hinge for turning tight corners.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
So yes, it can flex in the middle.
Sweet.
Because even having front and rear steering, at that length, you could not get that son of a bitch around some corners if it can't.
Yeah. But I still think that the rigid vehicle thing has to do with someone steering from the front and the back versus the person at the front steering and the back being tied to that.
I don't know. I disagree.
You can disagree all you want. I know what I think.
Okay.
So yeah, here's what this car has though. Its large size and extravagant features mean passengers can ride in the lap of luxury. The American dream includes material pleasures fit for a king, a large waterbed, a swimming pool complete with a diving board, jacuzzi, bathtub, mini golf course, a helipad, and can fit more than 75 people. The helipad is structurally mounted to the vehicle with steel brackets underneath and can hold up to 5,000 pounds, said Michael Manning, who was involved in the American Dream's restoration.
I don't understand how they can fit a swimming pool with a diving board and a helipad.
Well, the car's over 100 feet long, Rimshee.
Yeah. But, yeah, that's kind of insane. Mostly, I'm thinking mostly the depth for the pool.
Oh, obviously it wouldn't be a very deep pool.
Yeah. It's just
I mean, there's a
pool.
picture on here that shows the hot tub.
Yeah. Looks like fun.
As if that weren't already wheelie impressive, someone needs to die for that. It's also equipped with several TVs, a refrigerator, and a telephone. However, it took a lot of hard work for Manning and his team to restore the American Dream to its former glory, which, after being abandoned at the back of a New Jersey warehouse for years, had fallen into a sorry state. After first being recognized by Guinness World Records in 1986, the American Dream suddenly rode into fame. As one of the most unique automobiles to ever roll, the lengthy limo was often rented out for cinematic appearances and was featured in various movies. While the car was very popular during its heyday, it gradually lost the attention once dedicated to its maintenance. Obstacles such as where to park such a long vehicle and a decreased demand for unique cars and films caused its fame to eventually burn out. After the world lost interest in the American Dream, the legendary car sat unloved for years. Over time, it began to rust until parts of it were rendered unsalvageable, as you can see here. Oof. Oh, that frame rust is bad.
Yeah.
Yikes.
The fact that you need such a rigid retrofit that you've got to have what is that, like 12 by 4 beams? 12 by 2 6 by 2 beams? I don't fucking know, but that takes a lot of need.
Yeah. This is an extremely heavy automobile.
Yeah.
Odysseum.
Must be insane.
Oh, horrific. I said this thing has 4 V8 engines, 2 in the front and 2 in the back.
Yeah. And great. I hope it has a large tank.
I mean, like, you could probably install fairly large tanks just due to the sheer length of the thing.
Yeah, you could probably swim in the tanks.
but you're still... That's a lot of weight to have to push around.
Yeah, the more fuel you add, the greater the weight, the more gas it needs to move. So this fucker is probably one of those few vehicles where you can actually see the fuel efficiency improvement as it gets lower, as the tank empties.
YKW, New Jersey.
That might be some of it, but the other part of
Oh,
it...
what the fuck?
What?
Mic changed.
You faded out and then you came in real loud.
Oh, jeez.
Hold on.
Damn you, Discord!
No, I think that's his hardware. It sounded like a completely different mic.
Yeah, well, 1 second. I gotta restart.
Yeah.
Everyone's having technical issues today. Woo!
Hey, don't fucking bring that shit on me. I've been fine so far.
Have you?
Fuck off.
Have you really?
Anyway. Autoseum, a technical teaching museum owned by Michael Manning in Nassau County, New York, recovered the colossal caddy for restoration. Manning saw the American Dream listed on eBay and made an offer, hoping it was his chance at owning the Super Stretch limo. The corporation that had it listed didn't want to sell it to me because they thought my offer was too low, so I made a deal to partner with them and bring it to New York, said Manning. Plans to restore it to its former glory through community donations eventually petered out amid county politics and budgetary changes, once again leaving the car's fate uncertain. We were going to restore it at my school, but there wasn't enough funding to take on the project. It sat behind my building in Manola for approximately 7-8 years, continued Manning. Autoseum's lease with Nassau County was eventually terminated, leaving Manning struggling to find a place he could relocate the car to. I ended up listing it on eBay again and figured if I didn't sell it, I would transport it up to some property I have in Catskills, said Manning. In 2019, Michael Deser, owner of the Desertland tourist attraction, saw the iconic car listed on eBay and contacted Manning. After Deser purchased the caddy, it was shipped to Orlando, Florida to be restored, and Manning agreed to assist with the project that he had always dreamed of someday completing. To prepare for its cross-country trip from New York to Orlando, the American Dream was split into 2 parts and loaded onto trailers. With help from auto body repair students and fellow auto repair experts Paul Novak and Stephen Weppershid, Manning went to Florida, where the group began working together to restore the car. The project, which cost over $250,000 in shipping materials and labor, took 3 years to complete. Although the vehicle was in poor shape, it proved to be resilient. We had to source some parts because they were destroyed, said Manning. It was very hard to find an Oldsmobile Vista Cruiser roof for sale, but I happened to find somebody that had the roof cut off and in storage for 30 years that was willing to part with it. Most of the exterior work was completed by using additional parts from donor Eldorados to assist with its restoration. The impressive caddy also had some interior issues that had to be addressed. Getting it to drive again was difficult. We took the whole cab of the car out, the dashboard, the front seat, the motor, the transmission, and we cut off the car, said Manning. We put a new drivetrain and Eldorado cab in there from a few donor cars because it was totally destroyed and we couldn't rebuild that section.
So, as I was saying earlier, Salt Air, New Jersey, it might be a bit of a problem, but I think more of the issue is salt on the roads.
Yeah. And really in this old girl's case, it was just sitting.
Neglect.
You know, like any car if left in the elements, will eventually rust away to nothing.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad they took the time and care to repair it, because it's just a cool thing.
Oh, it's an icon. An icon of excess, maybe, but an icon all the same.
I wonder what movies it's been in.
After its long-awaited restoration, the American Dream is finally debuting its fresh paint job and a new, flashy set of wheels. Although it will no longer sit in a warehouse waiting to be admired, it won't necessarily be hitting the road either. You really couldn't put it on the road because it's too long, said Manning. It was built to be put on display. The car is now on display at Desertland Park Orlando's Auto Museum in Orlando, Florida. Manning says he will miss working on the unique car, which was a part of his life for over a decade. Yeah, I feel an attachment to it. Everybody thought I was out of my mind for wanting to restore it. I had a vision. And she is certainly a vision. God damn that. What a fucking car, man. Yeah,
Fucking insane.
I've known about her for a long time, and it's real nice to see that she got put back together again.
Yeah. What? Yeah, but what movies has it been in?
Hell. What I was trying to remember is like who originally ordered her.
An American, I can tell you that much.
Hold on, I can find out real quick. Because I know it has a Wikipedia article.
Also, audience, keep thinking about a title for tonight's episode.
Turf War.
I pick no
sides. My biggest
sides.
concern right now.
Yeah, so it's under J. Olberg. Let's see. J. Orberg has actually done a lot of shit.
Yeah, Larry, like Kit from Knight Rider, DeLorean, Back to the Future, Generally Hazard, Gran Torino for Starsky Hutch, RoboCop car, Panther car,
Batmobiles.
yeah, and Herbie and Ecto 1.
Let's see.
What to K&W? Something's going on with my USB hub, so if I bump it wrong, then it like disconnects my shit that's attached to it.
Yeah, I don't like USB hubs for that reason.
Yeah. I just need to do some wire management this weekend and try to rearrange things so that doesn't happen.
You know, I actually did a lot of wire management last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck, is my office so much more clean.
Yeah.
Like, I have one wire coming down off of my desk, and it's to go to a fan that sits underneath my desk.
Larry, I use Bluetooth for my headphones, but I wouldn't want to use a Bluetooth microphone. I mean, I could.
I do.
Yeah, what's
Sir does.
Do what?
Bluetooth microphone. Well, it's not Bluetooth. It's but it is wireless.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's a USB wireless setup.
I don't know. I like wired mic. I like wired mic.
I mean, like mine, like has a cable, the charging cable, which it theoretically should be able to operate with, but it doesn't seem to. That or I just
I
don't
don't
know
have
how
issues with it.
That or I just don't know how to switch it.
There
I
shouldn't
also
be
like-
any switching. I've had to plug mine in several times while we're on air because I forgot to charge it.
Yeah.
I like having my mic separate though too, because that way I can walk away and not have a gamer mode. Because I forgot to mute.
Hmm.
Poveros is an audiophile.
Yeah, I mean we could test it right now. I could switch over to my Bluetooth earbud. See how that sounds.
Not concerned about it, Jables.
Yeah, I'm not really concerned about it either.
I'm just gonna make fun of Pov for being an audiophile.
Point and laugh, everyone.
I. Ha 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 ha.
Is idiot a professional opinion?
Yeah. Yeah, it's my professional opinion. It's usually my professional opinion.
Yeah. I.
Damn,
know, guys.
Y2K and W.
Yeah, I've got a wireless headset and I've got a wireless mouse, but it's one of those Logitech wireless charging mice that when you get that special mouse pad, you never have to have it wired up. It automatically charges via induction charging.
That's pretty fucking.
Yeah. It's fucking awesome. It's I don't have the issue of a cord getting stuck, but I don't have the issue of wireless mouse dying because it's not plugged in. I have never once plugged this mouse into my computer. It's fucking awesome.
I just have a very basic, like, battery-powered HP wireless mouse.
Yeah, this mouse cost a little bit along with the pad, but I would say it's absolutely worth it.
Well, I do have an Alienware, like, wired mouse that I've never used. For some ungodly reason, I think my dad was going through episodes of mania because of a antidepressant he was on at the time, and he just bought a whole bunch of shit. Like, he got me this Alienware laptop, a fucking mouse mat, a wired mouse, a soundboard, and a keyboard. I don't know why the fuck I need a keyboard with a laptop that has one integrated into it, but...
Well, it does depend.
It's actually kind of nice to have a wireless keyboard with a laptop, because you can sit your laptop away and just sort of have, like, your keyboard sitting by you.
Yeah.
Or, like,
Thing is, though, is that I don't use my laptop for gaming, so it's all kind of pointless.
yeah, but even for, like, watching shows or something, like, I'll have my Bluetooth keyboard hooked up, and I'll be, like, in the kitchen area making dinner or something, and have YouTube or whatever playing, and...
Yeah, I kind of get where you're coming from, Pav. I wish they made a G700S that worked with this mouse pad. That'd be fucking awesome.
What I really want to do is make my wireless keyboard all hotkeys sound.
Yeah, I've got a wired keyboard. I don't need a wireless keyboard. I have my monitor on an arm, so if I need the space, I can just push it up.
Yeah. No, Larry, we were working on it, but we never came up with a full solution.
Which reminds me, Jables, sir, send me your wish list for our future assets.
What do you mean?
For the show.
Yeah, I'm confused.
Yeah, but like,
For Brainwash.
oh, like the different screens that we want and whatnot.
Yeah, different screens and kind of how we want them. Enough that he has something to go on, but not enough that it pigeonholes him into anything. Unless we really want to pigeonhole him.
Well, I have some examples.
Yeah, like I said, just send it to me.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll think about that.
Just because we seem to be having a hard time finding a time to actually hang out to talk about it.
Yeah, he's a little busy.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Only enough to make a difference.
Yeah, he's juggling chainsaws, one chainsaw away from dropping all of them. So.
Yeah, I'd rather he not cut off his hand.
Yeah.
He's a good friend of the show, even if we haven't talked to him consistently in a while. He's still considered a good friend of the show. Hell, he made the assets you're looking at.
Larry,
Dearly
you're not
departed
supposed to
though
talk
he may
about
be.
that.
What?
Oh, Larry said he's preparing a coup over there. Not supposed to talk about that, Larry.
He's preparing for a coup? I don't know if I don't know what that means.
Yeah, he's making the propaganda. We all know. But we don't know that.
Yeah, mum's the word.
That one makes me laugh so much.
Yeah, just the fact that somebody unironically recorded that and set it to music.
Yeah. Yeah, that's from that's from a bad lip reading song for The Walking Dead.
Mm.
I have
Yeah.
way too much fun with this.
It kind of, in some ways, it kind of reminds me of the Macaron Chacaron.
Yeah.
By El Mudo.
By the way, everybody, like, send me links for things that you want to be sound bites, part of the soundboard. No guarantees I'll add it, but I'll consider it.
Yeah, because there are some things that we obviously can't use.
Well, hold on. Even if we can't use them on Twitch, I might like them for, like, just hanging out voice chats. So send those too.
Fair enough. Well, I'm just saying, like, don't expect them to be used on stream necessarily.
Yeah. Larry, I think I've only rejected one of the sound bites that you sent, and I still recorded it. And just use it in voice chats. Larry, send me all the shit you want. As long as it's not, you know, some of the things. Like that one that shut the stream down. Larry, I have a VPN. I'm cool with whatever you send me. Larry, it can be stuff like that because that's still fun to use in voice chats.
Oh, he just can't use it on the show.
Yeah. Don't want the stream shut down, bud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I self-censor enough as is.
Because he knows I will pee-pee slap him if he doesn't.
Don't threaten him with good.
Because of the implication.
Yeah. Anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. Let's start hyping this up now. Hot Chip Challenge.
Yeah,
Yes.
Jable, Sir, Pov, and Buck are going to participate.
I thought Sir was participating too.
I said
He
Sir.
said me.
Okay.
Pay the fuck attention.
I'm pretty sure I got mine first.
Well, technically Buck did.
Well, Buck had one already.
Exactly. He got his first.
Okay, so for those who remember, last year, early last year, I did the 2020 edition of the Pocky One Chip Challenge on the show. And it was pretty unpleasant for about 15 minutes or so. Couldn't feel it anymore after about a half an hour. I could track its progress, though.
Yeah.
So, Pocky has the newest edition, which came out this year, the 2022. And this one is apparently supposed to turn your tongue blue.
Yeah.
And I've seen it. It's more of a blue-green, but...
The point is, they don't want people faking. I think that's the whole point behind it.
Yeah, that might be it. So, according to the little coffin-shaped box that I'm holding, it is a single chip, about 25 calories. Ingredients: blue corn, sunflower and or safflower oil. That's confusing. Is it one, the other, both? You decide.
It could be one, the other, or both.
And followed by Carolina Reaper pepper, scorpion chili pepper, sea salt, and blue one.
I posted an image of the of it in live show if you want to pull it up on.
Now, if I remember correctly, this has less ingredients than the one that I had.
It says what?
This one has less ingredients than the one that I had back in 2020.
Okay.
Because the one that I had in 2020 also had Szechuan peppercorn, Szechuan extract, and chipotle pepper.
Yeah. And pulled mine out. Rules for the challenge: eat the entire chip. Prove it. Show us your tongue. Wait as long as possible before drinking or eating it. And then they request that you post your reaction with the hashtag or whatever.
Which I'm not going to be doing because I don't deal with
I'll leave
social
that to
media
Pav.
shit.
Pav will have it all recorded.
Yeah. And for anybody wondering, no, I'm not going to have my face visible on camera.
Yeah. Again.
I will eat it on camera, it's just that you're not going to actually physically see me do it.
He's gonna put two masks on his face, one that stops at the base of his upper lip and one that stops at the top of his bottom lip.
No. Just gonna do what I did last time and shove it underneath.
Yeah. And then little insert, which has a little poster and a coupon. How long can you last before you short circuit? Eating or drinking anything for relief. 1 minute means you're powerless. 10 minutes means you're powerful. 30 minutes means you're supercharged. 1 hour means you're invincible.
So, like, I've seen a few people do this one already.
Mm-hmm.
And according to people who have been doing it yearly, this one is hotter than the 2021 version. I didn't do the 2021 version, I did the 2020 version. So, assuming the 2021 was about the same, if not a little more intense than 2020, then yeah, this one should probably be fairly unpleasant. And I don't imagine it's going to taste very good either. I mean, like, the 2020 one I had was alright. It was really smoky, though.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm definitely not going to hit an hour. Because I can't remember the last time I've gone an hour without drinking anything.
Oh, yeah.
Like water or anything like that.
Well, like, as I was saying, like, with my experience anyway, like, at the half-hour mark, I couldn't feel it anymore. Yeah. So it's like, as far as I'm concerned, it's like, if it's not actively hurting you anymore, then it's fine if you drink something at that point, because you've already beaten it as far as I'm concerned if you don't feel it anymore.
Yeah, I think we should set all of our goals to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Minimum 10 minutes.
For me, as I said, like, with the 2021, first 15 minutes or so was pretty unpleasant.
Yeah. Yeah,
but it starts to taper off after that.
I have the same issue, Puff. Like, I gotta drink stuff.
Yeah, like
But the other thing is, with spicy food, you start to salivate a lot. So that's another factor. I don't know how it's gonna go. I'm gonna shoot for 10 minutes.
Well, the thing is, like, I'm obviously gonna have water around because, you know, like, if you're talking for an extended period of time, you just need something to drink. Period.
Yeah.
But
what Morgan Freeman does, he takes a shot of Tabasco before he does like his long monologue. That way he doesn't have to drink during it because it makes him salivate, so it doesn't get all dry.
Yeah. Now people can argue that I technically failed my first time doing this because I had to shotgun my water glass. But and there was a reason behind that. Is because, you know, I unfortunately have a chronic condition called a postnasal drip. So when my sinuses produce excess mucus, instead of flowing out of my nose, it tends to flow down my throat instead.
That's what mine does too, yeah.
So when I shotgunned my water glass when I was doing the last one, it's because so much mucus entered my throat at that moment that I started to choke. And I did not want to puke up that chip in that moment.
Oh, yeah.
It was bad
Very
enough
unpleasant.
one direction. Let's not do two.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like, if it's one of those cases again where I have the choice between, like, drinking something or choking, I'm going to go with my water. I said, I'll try not to go for it, but if I start to choke.
I'm just gonna get chocolate milk just to have afterwards. Because I've been really into chocolate milk recently. I don't know why.
Chocolate milk's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
Chocolate milk is what I usually get when I go to Waffle House.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not really an overconfident person, but when it comes to spicy things, I don't think I've ever ran into something that is really that hard for me to eat.
What's the hardest you've ever gone, like, Scoville-wise?
Straight Carolina Reaper.
Okay.
like the pepper itself.
It's I'm gonna have a hard time with it. I know. I just know myself.
Oh no!
But here's the thing. It's a bit I'm working on. The whole premise is spicy food is like a bad mushroom trip. You just have to remind yourself that it's gonna go away eventually. Yeah.
Yeah, I will admit, as I've done this once before, it's not enjoyable, but it's not unbearable either.
What's the
I will
what's the
say this.
Scoville rating?
Like I'm not the kind of person who likes spicy food, but when I say that, I mean the punch you in the face, I'm here motherfucker, Kool-Aid Man style spicy food. I'm perfectly happy with the slow creep stuff, where you're eating it and then all of a sudden you're sitting there going, where the fuck did this heat come from? Shit.
Like a good
That's fantastic because it doesn't override the flavor.
Oh yeah, like I've got this wonderful mango habanero glaze that a local guy makes that I picked up at the county fair. Still need to find something to use it on. But when you use I had a taste of it, you let me taste it, and the first thing that hits you is the mango flavor, and then you get the citrus notes, the habanero, and then the heat slowly starts to build. It's very, very nice.
They don't have the Scoville rating on the box.
I think it's around 2 mil.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
that sucks, but
this
that's
is
not
not going to be as horrible as I'm thinking.
Hold on a sec, the baby's doing stuff. I gotta go up there.
Um,
I can still listen.
Another thing that you have to keep in mind though with this POV, as opposed to the actual pepper or whatnot, is this thing is coated, completely coated in a powder.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's condensed.
Yeah, it's also the one I had was a very crunchy chip. So you do have to do some chewing in order to even get it down. And that kind of lets it settle in more.
At least when you're eating an actual pepper, there's some moisture in there.
Yeah, this thing's going to be very dry and very crunchy.
The Scoville rating of the Last Dab hot sauce is 2.2 million. And I put that on a ton of things.
I say it's one of those things it's an exposure thing. Because I said you have to put some work into chewing this.
Gonna be interesting.
I said, it's not unbearable. It's not necessarily pleasant. I mean, people can go back and watch that episode, or if you go to the Clip Clops section on the old Lesser Saints server, the one that we don't do the show on anymore, there's a couple of clips in there. But yeah, it comes on pretty fucking fast. It goes from 0 to son of a bitch in about 30 seconds or less.
Yeah, that's kind of a slap you in the face.
Yeah. I'm cool with it.
And then
This is gonna be interesting.
over the next 5 minutes, it continuously builds until it reaches a maximum. And then at least for me, the next 10 minutes following that, you're at a peak. And then it starts to taper off after the 15-minute mark.
Yeah. Like I said, my goal was just 10 minutes. And then I'll probably whip out some ice cream.
But yeah, if you're the average person who, unlike me and Pav, who we have pretty good tolerances of spicy food. It sounds like Pav's is higher than mine potentially.
I like the idea of testing it, so I do.
Well, here's another thing I'm gonna do is when we do it, I'm also gonna have some Fireball whiskey.
Of course.
Because there's so much sugar in there, plus alcohol might diffuse it. I don't know. I'm testing out a new theory that I came up with.
It kind of does. Alcohol kind of does, but it burns. So it doesn't really help.
Yeah, but that's why I chose Fireball, because of all the sugar.
Yeah, sugar, dairy, and something else helps, because capsaicin is an oil, and that's basically what it is.
Yeah.
It's an oil that's now a part of your tongue. And
It's
so
not a
things-
part of your tongue. It's on your tongue. It's in your tongue. Water's not gonna dislodge oil because they're like cat and dogs.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's fat soluble.
Yeah.
And,
Which is why milk works.
Yeah.
Yep. Then that's also why I'm going with chocolate milk, because it's just gonna be nice to have after the experience.
Actually,
I'm going ice cream.
and actually another, like, there are like several things that you can do. Like, most people go with milk. Some people swear by buttered bread.
I do.
Yeah, food helps. Food definitely helps because it stays in your mouth longer while you chew it.
Another one is hot dogs. Especially if you like ketchup, because ketchup does help.
Why?
Don't know
Oh, you know
exactly
what?
how ketchup works, but it does.
You know what? I was eating a hot dog, I think last week, and my son kept trying to grab it from me. So I'm like, okay, do you really want to try this? Let's see if you can handle some of this mustard. I take like a good glob off, thinking he's young. He's not gonna. It's gonna overwhelm him. Nope, he loved that fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Nice.
oh man, you're give me more of that.
Yeah, basically, he was reaching even more.
Give me that son of a bitch.
Is he teething yet, Rimshee?
He's
Yeah,
got 5 teeth, 6 teeth.
Ooh,
Sweet.
Yep.
fun.
Yeah, he's got 6 teeth sticking out.
He turns 1 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh wow, it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
Yeah.
my son turns 1 year old.
Early
Oh, he has the
congratulations.
same birthday month as I do.
My nephew turned 1 today.
There's
It was
now
my
a child there's now a child that has the same birthday month as you, Paul. No one cares about your birthday anymore.
It was.
Wait, when
it
did
was
people
my
care
mom's
about my birthday
yesterday.
before?
Shut up, Zoidberg.
It was my mom's birthday yesterday.
Nice.
Well, tell her happy belated birthday from some random person on the internet.
No.
Tell her happy belated birthday from that godless heathen you met on the internet.
Yeah, I'll do
That'll
Which
narrow
one?
it down.
She did
You're
ask.
saying which one?
She did ask about you.
What? She did?
Oh,
Yeah.
Spicy.
No, she
Um,
about me. Then again, she probably doesn't know who I am. So.
Yeah.
I've never met her.
Well,
Well, she calls you that word I can't say. I'm kidding. She doesn't do that. But,
yeah, that does not sound like her, Jables.
Yeah.
That does not sound like her.
No.
No.
No, she's a sweetheart. So are you still doing your little show? Yeah, it's a fun thing for me to do on Fridays. You know.
I hate that question. It's just
Yeah.
so. I get it from my parents too.
You know what? If we ever make it big, it'll be nice that she'll still call it our little show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the one in a quintillion chance that we make it big.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
I was
guys.
actually I was with my grandma earlier today because I try and visit her once a week.
Mhm.
And I love my grandmother, but she did say something to me today that kind of torqued me. Because, she asked, like, what I do with my time, because we got on the conversation of reading, and I told her, I haven't read anything fiction in a long time, well over a decade at this point.
Yeah.
When I do read, I much prefer nonfiction. But I don't read novels anymore.
it does depend on the fiction. Like audio, I listen to a lot of audiobooks, but what'd she say?
Well, she asked me what I do with my time. Like, I'm usually talking with people. I talk with people a lot. Talking with my friends online. And she says, she basically says that I can't really call you guys my friends because I've never met any of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Heard that
lie.
too.
You've seen my
And
dick.
yeah,
My-
and I told my grandmother straight up, it's like I could get angry right now, but I'm not going to.
Yeah. I went through that for a very short period with my mom. I explained basically what I said to her is like, I was like, why do you call them your friends? You haven't even met them yet. And I'm like, well, what do you call people that you hang out and talk to all the time, watch movies with, play video games with, play virtual board games and cards with all the time? What do you call those people? Your friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we do. We just have like a distance barrier.
This notion that you can't really know someone unless you've actually physically been in the same place with them. That's exactly what it is. It's a notion. It's an outdated notion at that.
I mean, there are certain
there's
factors that are
something-
true. Like everyone thought I was
Yeah.
6'6" until they met me at Aya's wedding and realized I was 2'1".
Yeah.
Wait, who thought that you were tall?
Everyone there was surprised that I was as short as I am.
It's
I
an
wasn't.
internet thing. I've noticed a whole trend. Everybody thinks everybody else is taller than they actually are.
Yeah.
Or everybody assumes like everybody's around 6 foot tall, roughly.
Well, I mean,
Hey.
for me, like I assume that because that's just what I think everybody is.
Well, of course, like in your case, Pav, like you're another one of those examples. Like at least based on just listening to you, your voice doesn't match up.
Yeah,
Like,
I've been told. that.
Whoa! Damn, that's a big dude.
Yeah.
That's a big hairy dude.
Yeah.
If I was gay, I'd be a bear.
I can fix that.
Yeah,
Shut up.
I've tried. It didn't work.
Okay.
You didn't try it with
but-
Jables.
No, I didn't.
Very sensual.
I tried it with someone hotter.
Oh.
Oh, damn.
That's your
Shots
problem,
fired.
Pav. That's your problem, Pav. You tried it with someone hotter than you. That means they don't feel like they need to do anything.
Injection hearsay. I never get to rib on anybody, and that one like for once popped in my head. I'm like, I'm gonna use it.
Oh, no, it was good.
Over it.
It was good.
Just let it ride. you know,
I don't like being an asshole. You guys know this.
I know
but-
it's your least likable quality.
I don't think that's my least likable. I think there are more than that.
Hey, man, like,
Not
if
for
our
me.
current culture has taught me anything, you don't fucking apologize for shit.
Yeah.
Unless it's
Oh,
absolutely
wait, hold on,
necessary.
hold on.
Or you
apologize to
honestly
people that
mean
I
it.
care about.
You
Yeah, I'll
only
apologize to people I
apologize.
care about.
Yeah, you only apologize for what you actually mean. If you're not sorry, don't fucking apologize.
That's also true. Yeah.
Yeah, 99% of the shit that I've said on the podcast, this show,
Yeah.
I have a justifiable reason for saying it. Even that one time I said the N-word.
That wasn't one time, Jables.
Yeah, well, I'm probably
I
just
said
as
it
if.
multiple times in the episode. It was one episode.
You said it multiple episodes.
Yeah.
Has he really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That was back
It
when
was-
we actually had guests on that we tried to plan ahead of time for.
Yeah, I remember. I don't remember when that was a thing because that was gone before I even came here.
Yeah, and then it became
Okay.
we can't find anyone to hop on tonight. Well,
Yeah.
we're just doing it ourselves, I guess. And then it became, oh, hey, you're in the waiting room. Hop on the show.
Yeah.
Please talk to us. We're so lonely.
Don't give away my
That's fair.
secrets.
All right. Anyways, I can justify every single one. So.
I mean, when's the last time you heard me apologize for something on this show?
Yeah.
On the show. Sure.
I've done.
Hell, I don't apologize in private either.
I did do a public apology. I was very mean to my mom, and that was wrong. So I
I've apologized to my wife before, but that's just good marital advice.
Like, I'm sitting here looking at this chip box, and then the only thing I can think is like, there is no way this skull could close its jaw. It's just
No,
not.
it's too
That would not work.
It's that bone is too long.
I have it stashed away in a cupboard because I'm impulsive, and I kind
The
of
thought of just grabbing it and eating it has come up. Yes. I'm sorry, James.
Yeah.
I interrupted you.
Yeah, no, that's exactly the thing, and it's like, no, I want to be prepped. I want to have some ice cream, and
So yeah, that's the part that we didn't get to before Pop came on. When the fuck are we doing this exactly?
Yeah. So I created a channel because I want everybody there. Given the fact that it's going to be me, 2 people from this stream, and 2 people from my stream. I want to see if we can find a time where we can get everybody there and have Pig and Rimshee kind of being the shit posters, laughing at us while we're doing it.
yeah,
Um.
that would make sense to have people that can actually talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, people who can
Um,
actually do to manage the stream, because none of
Yeah.
you are gonna be able to hit start, stop, pause, or anything like that.
Yeah.
Um.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And we'll simulcast
Next-
it. Fuck
next
it, let's
weekend-
simulcast that shit.
Yeah, next
Um,
weekend at the
both
earliest.
stream at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, we split our audience, but okay. Yeah, I've been wondering about that too. Like, whose channel do we host? But I think what my thought process was, because like we've had luck in the past to getting everybody, all 6 of us, available to stream on
Yeah.
Friday nights. Like after this show.
Like, really, at this point, I think Buck is the main deciding factor.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, but Buck can still the reason why we had switched things around on our show when we have Buck for like the main crew thing is because it seemed like he was going to be working at this point in time, but they haven't switched him over to that schedule.
So how about next
So-
weekend?
Do we want to try next weekend?
Or next Friday? Yeah, why
Alright.
not?
All right.
Yeah.
I'm down for
Everybody-
next Friday.
Everybody,
Tentatively next Friday, we will be doing
The
it.
longer we wait, the more likely Jables is going to do something stupid.
Okay, so next Friday works for me.
Wait, hold on. Me doing something stupid is inevitable. Gardens.
That's what I said. The longer we wait, the more likely it happens.
Tables, I have your address. Do you need me to come over and confiscate the chip until next Friday?
Also, like
Notice he
you know,
doesn't answer
Jable-
right away.
Jables has opened his already, so he's seen it. I don't know if Pop has, but
Oh yeah, I've opened it.
God.
I wanted to see all the inside stuff.
well, yeah, but it's like
I wasn't.
you pull it out. It's like, damn, that's a big chip.
It's
Yeah.
it's
It's Dorito.
it's not.
It's bigger than a Dorito. It's
I
like
was
2 Doritos.
I was expecting it to be a little bit bigger, but it is a big chip. Yeah.
It's like a Mexican restaurant style tortilla chip.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just like a nice big boy. So
Yeah, I'm
if
done,
you guys,
because I get paid on Friday, so I can ensure that I have like stuff to calm it down if I need to.
Yeah.
And then
I already have my after pain treat. I have a 0 bar in the kitchen.
so it makes easier for communication with Buck and Pig. If you guys would sound off in that chat that I made for this, in my server, about all agreeing to say Friday of next week.
Yeah, I can do that.
That would be good. So I think that's gonna work the best. And it would have to be. What I'm thinking is, you guys would do this show, and then you basically come onto my show and we do it.
yeah.
Yeah,
just
we can
tease
do
it on
that,
thi-
and then
te-
maybe
tease
next
it
time
on
you
this
guys
show.
come on to ours or something. I don't know.
That would work only in the sense of the fact that it would have to be a different day than Friday
Wait,
because
hold
of
on,
the
hold on.
schedule, unless schedules change.
We're talking about a year from now at that point.
True.
Yeah. So here's my thoughts. We do it on your show on Friday. Tease it on this show. Raid your show. Do it there.
Yeah, I was thinking do it as the show opener for yours.
Yeah.
Sunday, we come back to our channel. We do a serious Sunday, fully talking about the experience and the aftermath.
Yeah, because everybody wants to know about the shits we take afterwards.
You know,
Yeah.
that could work. We could, because
Yeah.
we also have a show on Sunday, so I could get
We know.
I could get Buck and
It's like
Pig.
I thought about this or something.
The surprising thing is, it actually sounds like he did think about it, which doesn't happen often.
Yeah, it's slightly concerning.
Yeah.
It's almost
It's
like he's
like
got
I'm-
something planned for us.
Yeah, it's like I work on bits all the time for the shows. So yeah, it's almost
Yeah, we will
still
see.
need a title for this show.
Race War.
No.
Turf War, but turf is turf, not turf.
Come on, man, race war.
God damn it. I mean, like, the primary thing that we talked about, other than, like, the turf, like, that was at the very beginning. Like, we spent a lot of time on the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys were going over the car for a while.
I'm thinking turf is in trans exclusionary radical feminist war.
No.
Yeah, no.
Let's not do that.
We can't do that.
We have. We're too progressive for that, oddly enough.
I mean, we could smash the car's name and Jabel's name together, call it the American Turf War.
Yeah.
I think it would work. Like, you'd have to watch the show to understand the meaning. Because it could mean multiple things.
How the fuck do you properly spell turf? All I can think of is turf, T-E-R-F.
Yeah, how do you
It's
how do you spell it?
T-U-R-F.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a U.
Alright, got it.
Whatever that was, it didn't work.
Yeah. So
You might have to refresh the page.
No, I mean, whatever sound Jabel's tried to play didn't work.
Oh, okay.
yeah, whatever.
Nice.
Did he try to play a sound, or are you just talking about me going...
Oh, that was you.
Wow, I like how we just assumed that it was Jables.
Well, Unironically,
And he didn't
Rimshee sounded like a soundboard sound that just kind of broke.
Yeah, no, I agree. I heard it too.
Oh, I
That's
love how
I
Jables
fucking knew it.
didn't even...
Rimshee's a toaster.
My favorite part is
All right.
Jables didn't even deny it.
Well, yeah, I did play a sound. I didn't know if anybody heard it.
Jables
or not,
knows how
so.
to assume the position. That's what it is.
Isn't that the long-running bit? It's always Jables' fault.
So you know how to assume the position.
Yeah. Who am I to step on
And
a
man, do I take advantage of that position.
Yeah. Anyways, Pop, don't you have a show to start?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm really confused what's going on with my channel right now. Pig went live an hour ago.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, he titled it like pre-show fuckery or something like that.
And I'm like,
Oh, hey.
I've tried messaging him, but he's live, so I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, I noticed that earlier too. That it's like I saw a notification on your Discord. It's like Vast and Rear is live. I'm like, wait, Pop's on?
Yeah,
Alright,
I
well,
posted in chat too.
We
I'm
can
like,
raid
unbeknownst to
whenever.
me.
I am all set.
Okay, but I posted in chat too when it happened. I'm like, unbeknownst to me, I just went live. I was not aware of doing this.
Yeah,
Well,
it's exactly what I said. Pre-show fuckery. That's what he titled it.
Do you want me to join in tonight or good?
I'd like to have you guys, at least a couple of you on to tease what's going on next week to my audience.
Yeah.
I have a child
Yeah.
I have to talk to the wife about next week.
Okay.
But since it's at least a plan, I think I can get her to agree to allow me to. I have a keeper now, people.
Yes, dear.
A plan. So that's what it means. I need to plan to hang out with you now. Okay.
Yeah, I have a wife and child. I no longer have my own time.
It's too bad.
This is the only time I get to hang out with Rimshee, so
terribly inorganized and utterly frantic all the time.
I do need to grab something from the kitchen though.
Well, we can finish out the show and raid. I've got it all prepped up, ready to go.
Cool.
Yeah. Pop, go. Take control of your show.
Alright. I will see you all over there.
Slaughter the pig!
Alright, thank you. Thank you everybody for joining us. It's been another episode live from the Turf War.
The American Turf War.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Larry, thank you. Also, I want to say a special thanks to Mickey and Poveros for subscribing.
Yeah.
2 months in a row. Mickey resubscribed for 27 months.
We're all set.
All right.
Have a good night,
We'll
everyone.
be back same time, same place. You know where to find us.
Yeah. Have a good night, everyone.
Later.